BMW's M2 proves that the Munich marque can still make accessible, thrilling performance models that prioritise rapid response and a uniquely involving driving experience. If you yearn for super sports cars like they used to be, you'll absolutely love it.
On the move, the single-turbo 3-litre straight-six puts out a useful 370 brake horsepower and develops up to 500 newton-metres of torque if you exercise the engine's overboost function. Send the revs soaring, and 62 miles an hour takes just 4.5 seconds from rest in the manual model, or 4.3 seconds in the MDCT automatic variant that we're trying here. This also gets launch control and a wild, smoky burnout feature that allows you to indulge in a degree of wheel spin while the car's travelling at low speeds. The M2 is great through the turns too, thanks to a whole package of M Sport engineering. The active M differential gets all the torque to the tarmac, minimising wheel spin, plus the wide-track forged aluminium suspension setup that's borrowed from the M4 gives a great combination of supple stability. Add in responsive M compound brakes, grippy bespoke Michelin Pilot Sport rubber, and a brilliantly feelsome M Servotronic steering system, and you've all the ingredients for an involving drive. Plus, you can adjust steering feel, throttle response, stability control thresholds, and on MDCT models, gear shift timings via Comfort, Sport and Sport Plus modes, using this driving experience control rocker switch by the gear stick. As for efficiency, well, the auto model delivers 35.8 miles per gallon on the combined cycle and 185 grams per kilometre of CO2. An M2 buyer might want to drive a street racer, but he or she won't necessarily appreciate extreme degrees of aesthetic excess. Refreshingly, everything you see is there to make the car go faster. Take the flared bodywork here at the front, 55mm wider than it would be on a standard 2 Series coupe, in order to accommodate the wider front track needed for the more serious forged aluminium suspension setup shared with M3 and M4 models. The profile is no less arresting, with sweeping creases, aerodynamic sill extensions and these lovely side grills. Plus, the wider track also allows the fitment of these bigger 19-inch M double-spoke wheels. There's nothing wrong with the driving environment though, provided you don't mind a more restrained approach than that taken with the exterior. At first glance inside, there's little to differentiate the cabin from that of any mainstream M Sport trimmed 2 Series coupe, but look a little closer and the changes made become more obvious. The sport seats, the steering wheel and the instrument dials are all unique, and not only because they feature M branding. These low-set Dakota leather trimmed blue stitch seats have adjustable side bolsters for greater support through quick corners. The M multifunction Napa leather steering wheel has a thinner rim than is customary on an M car, and through it you glimpse a bespoke set of dials with a speedo that reaches all the way around to 186 miles an hour and a rev counter reading up to 8,000 RPM. With compact dimensions, reasonably lightweight body, explosive power, rear-wheel drive and almost realistic pricing, this M2 satisfies just about every wish on an old-school enthusiast's tick list, and does so in a way that truly recaptures the spirit of original M-Power models. And if you've tried an M3 or an M4 and came away impressed but just a little underwhelmed, don't give up on the Bavarian brand. Just go and drive one of these.